He's trying so hard not to celebrate, knowing this is the best goal he's ever scored in his whole life. It's okay, Harry Maguire. Enjoy yourself. Just enjoy it. You can smile. It's okay. My name is Bryce Wilson, and I'm a mental performance coach who coaches athletes on how to go from a loser's to a winner's mindset. Today, I'll be reacting to Manchester United versus Lyon in the Europa League Quarterfinal. Let's get into it.
And it's worked well by Garnacho, and Ugarte with a chance.
Great team goal there from Manchester United, and they scored early in the first 10 minutes. So this is big for them. It's tied on aggregate, so whoever wins this game goes to the next round.
Fernandez fed.
This was a very unselfish play right here. He could have shot the ball, but that's a very difficult angle. Instead, he decided to pass, and he was rewarded. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Unselfish teams always win.
And again, a real game of risk from Lyon here.
So that was a silly mistake there. Pretty much a mistake by two players right there. It was a bad pass and then a bad touch. Notice the reaction of the keeper.
Game of risk from Lyon here.
He was understandably upset, but he did encourage his teammate right here. And he probably spoke to the teammate who made the mistake and just told him what he could have done better. That's the best way to respond to mistakes of your teammates. Instead of yelling at them like they didn't already know they made the mistake, you could tell them what they could do better, or you could just encourage them. That way they can regain their confidence and perform better on the next play.
Fernandez off on the charge. And he's
been My goodness. I don't think you'll understand how hard that is to do, but that was an incredible effort, and that would have been one of the goals of the year. That's why I love soccer. Even the mistakes and the plays that aren't successful can still be highlight reels.
Garnacho. Højlund. Fernandez.
Oh my. Again, this guy's feeling it today. Mark my words, he's going to get one today. He's playing with high confidence, taking risks, and really trying to attack.
Thanks to a strong, aggressive start. A touch of Lyon raggedness. Forward potential here.
There it is. Beautiful finish. Again, kind of the same position as the last one. He maybe could have passed it there, but it was less likely since this player had two players on him, so he decided to take it himself and was rewarded. It's all about picking when to be selfish, not necessarily selfish, but take it yourself versus trying to pass to your teammate. If your teammate's wide open and has a better position than you, then maybe, but if you have a great position, just as good of a position as him, take that shot, because a team does need to be self-sustaining. There's a difference between unselfishness and being scared. If he didn't shoot it there, he might have been scared to miss, but that's not how you perform and score goals. You have to be fearless in taking shots and only making that unselfish pass when your teammate is in a better position than you. But other than that, be fearless to take shots and take risks. This is going to be tough for Lyon. They're down 2 at halftime. Let's see how they respond.
Ball is delivered into the penalty area, headed up in the air by Casemiro. Dorgu's trying to get underneath it, headed back towards goal. Really dangerous. It's a goal back.
Manchester United let in a goal right there. And I say let in because they allowed that to happen. It was headed about 3 times inside their box, all by opposing players, and that cannot happen for backline and defense of a team like Manchester United. The other team might be allowed to touch the ball 1 time in the box, but other than that, you have to be going for broke and doing everything you can to put your body on the ball, do something to get it out of that box.
Delivered into the penalty area, headed up in the air by Casemiro.
Right here, I mean, it could have maybe been a foul from the Lyon player because he's using his arms, but they're not going to call that. So this Manchester United player needs to be doing the same thing back to him. Needs to be doing everything he can to get onto the ball. That was too easy, at least to not get a perfect header like he did. Then the back line was kind of surprised that happened. So no one was covering this player. And then no one was goal side of this player. So 3 mistakes in there within the box, and Lyon capitalized. Now Lyon are back in the game. Let's see how Manchester United can respond now.
Fofana gets the right-footed cross away towards the back post. Met at the back post, turned towards goal, kept up the line, turned home. It's 2.
That's an unfortunate goal let in by Manchester United. But again, it was because they're a little bit too lackadaisical and lazy in the back line. The Lyon players were going 100 miles an hour to try to get themselves on the ball. But the Manchester United players didn't have that same intensity.
Fofana gets the right-footed cross.
Miscommunication here from the back line from Manchester United. There are about 8 or 9 people in the box, but no one's covering this player right here. So there needs to be more communication in the back line.
Away towards the back post.
Wasn't the best finish from this player, but this player was active and moving and trying to get on the ball, and he was successful in doing that. And then this player was running and anticipating the mistake to finish. And notice how every single player in Manchester United box is standing still. I think at this point, Manchester United were feeling a bit comfortable with their lead and thought that they would run away with this game. But you can never be too comfortable. Always have that healthy fear that the other team could come back no matter what the score is.
It goes past his man. That's a tackle that goes in, but it's still Cherky.
Probably one of the biggest changes of momentum in the Manchester United game. Manchester United had all the momentum and all the confidence, especially from their home fans. And within a matter of about 30 minutes, Lyon scored 3 goals to now pass up Manchester United in the dying minutes of the game. Let's figure out why it happened.
Fofana is up to the edge.
Once again, it's still a lack of intensity from Manchester United. Players, it got by him and he's just walking back, standing still. That was an unfortunate play right there where he took out this player. But again, these two players should be doing everything possible to try to get their foot onto the ball. But it was just kind of lazy and lackadaisical. It wasn't the most intensity that you could have when you're in the dying minutes of a game and you can let in a goal. But well done, Lyon, for capitalizing.
Is the point I was making. Given away on the edge of the penalty area. Fofana's into the box. Tackle comes in. It's a really... Oh, no, the ref...
Oh, man. Manchester United are just falling apart right now. They had 4 defenders on that one player, and this still happened. It's just disappointing from the Manchester United defense. They're really letting down their offense. Notice how the captain, Bruno Fernandes, is sprinting to the ref to argue with him. I get it. You have to try to defend your case, but there's really no point in arguing with the ref. They're not going to change their decision. What you should be doing is talking to your teammates instead of what they could have done better on that play so that the next play they would do better.
The penalty area. Fofana's into the box. Tackle comes in. It's a really... Oh, no, the referee's given a penalty. Up steps Lacazette and scores for Lyon.
Now, Manchester United still have about 10 minutes. Let's see what they could do. I think Lyon is going to play more defensive now. So let's see if Manchester United can capitalize.
Waiting for the opinion of others. Now
Manchester United got lucky here. That was probably their only hope. But they got lucky, got a PK. And that's why you don't argue with the refs on one side, because the ref might help you out on the other side. So be friendly with the ref and they'll help you out.
Fernandes starts his run up, strikes it, and scores.
Now, it was a PK, but he still did get his goal. He was feeling confident the entire game.
Casemiro lifts this into Kobe Mainu. Mainu takes a touch. Kobe!
That's why you always stop believing and never give up, because you might just make the comeback of your life. It wasn't even a bad play from Lyon, but it was just Manchester United wanted it more in that moment, and they were able to be clinical and make a clinical finish.
Mainu takes a touch. Kobe Mainu!
Now fans going crazy. Now is when it's going to get really tough for Lyon, because now Manchester United have all the momentum. For Lyon, this is devastating. They let a goal in the last 9 minutes of the game. But if they want any chance of coming back, they need to be encouraging each other and coming together as a team to make that comeback.
Casemiro comes to the edge of the penalty area, stands up across. Harry Maguire!
This was a dream game for Manchester United. Somehow they played the worst they've ever played and the best they've ever played in the same game, and this is what you get. Harry Maguire with a game winner is something you would never expect. That's why you always believe, because anything is possible when you believe. I know he feels cool. He's trying not to celebrate too hard, or not even cracking a smile, but I know he feels like the coolest person in the world at this moment. That was a horrible slime, but he felt like he was in a movie. He's trying so hard not to celebrate, knowing this is the best goal he's ever scored in his whole life. It's okay, Harry Maguire. Enjoy yourself. Just enjoy it. You can smile. It's okay. He's trying to maintain his aura right now. Bro, just enjoy it, bro. Have fun. There you go. That's how you can be. Just have fun with it. Enjoy yourself. This guy's still trying to aura farm. Bro, you scored. Just go back to your side, man. Get back in the game. Crazy turn of events. I know Lyon is sick. Manchester United had one of the craziest games in their history to make that comeback. But what we learned, never give up and always keep believing. As long as you believe, anything is possible.